God, I can't keep stressing this. Go and watch Pantheon. Pantheon is literally the best adult animation to ever exist. This show is completely on a different level. It's everything I've been asking for in an adult animation: a profound worldview, relatable characters, quality animation, a captivating plot, and great pacing. If you're a fan of adult animation, I can confidently say that this is the best adult animation you will ever watch. It's just that outstanding. This review won't give away any major plot details, but there might be minor spoilers here and there for context. Season 2 of Pantheon was released on October 15, and boy was it a perfect sequel. This season continuously picked up where season 4 left off, which made me even more grateful for its renewal because we would have missed out on this outstanding masterpiece. All thanks to Amazon Prime for greenlighting this show. For me, this season surpassed the previous one on many levels. The episodes still maintain their concise yet impactful nature, with each episode's runtime about 42 to 45 minutes each. I like how each episode had obvious different themes, but was still consistent with the storytelling. I'm super thrilled to see that this series is still continuing to meet the high standards set by season 1. The storyline got deeper and the pacing was executed with finesse. The time jump from episode 7 and 8 became a bit confusing. It reminded me of House of the Dragon with the time skips. The show literally took a big spin, introducing a whole new world and a fresh set of characters. I want to believe I'm speaking for everyone when I say that we were all completely lost at some point. It simply was that overwhelming, I can't lie. However, I agree they managed the time jump quite effectively, and the conclusion of the show was phenomenal. I didn't see it coming. I was really impressed with how it all came together. Throughout watching this show, it never felt like I was watching an animated series. The show's worldview remained cohesive with its representation, and the level of detailing is unmatched. You will find yourself deeply connecting with the environments to the extent that you can even sense the serenity it exudes. I truly appreciate the increased government inclusion in this season. It made the show more captivating. The newscaster's interview had me feeling like I was watching the news with my dad. The intense courtroom scenes with Ellen were both epic and gripping. The consistent efforts by the government to take down the log reading company, even involving the FBI, along with the log reading company's ingenious countermeasures, added another layer of excitement for me. It made everything more solid. I liked their representation of the corporate world. Seeing the government work with uploaded intelligence, the UIs, and also the introduction of the safe stuff was really wild. The power tussle between Dr. Steven, Caspian, and Pope back at the log reading headquarters was an enticing experience. Like, Steven Goldstein's ability to confide in Caspian, who was clearly calling all the shots, was the funniest thing. This show had me feeling like I was watching a series with real relatable human beings. That was how insane it was. I just resonate with the humor and the vibe of the show, that it hardly feels like an animation. This show basically revolves around technology. It covers various computer related aspects and coding, so they tend to use complex terminologies on many occasions.
Commander Coupe stashed in a DoD server connected to the SIPRNet.
SIPRNet?
Basically the military internet, which is definitely up and running. Never should.
Not everyone may quickly grasp these terms, but I appreciate how the show readily provides explanation whenever they introduce such significant terms, because they are confusing sometimes, I'm not even going to lie, and this is not subjected to only big words. The comic relief in this show is truly exceptional. I like how they skillfully find ways to attach comedic relief in serious situations. Take for example how Pash sparked out in front of the kids and instantly realized she messed up a bit.
On my sister and crossing your fingers that she doesn't drop dead on the spot. Boys, go to your rooms, please.
That was funny to me, and those kids were menaces, by the way. The UI's representation in this series improved impressively on many levels, especially with the return of Stephen Holstrum. He wants to build a world where people can no longer die, rather they will all be uploaded and live within the servers and then become subjected to working with big brains. The UIs will need high gigabyte storage to be able to contain well in any system they are plugged into. Let me make this clear, guys. The UIs have no bounds. They can infiltrate any electronic device at any moment, gaining the ability to control everything. This includes the capacity to perform tasks like altering their voices or even operating electric cars. In simple terms, UIs possess authority over literally all electronic devices. Steven's intention to harness this power was based on selfish and detrimental reasons. The UIs fights are always a visual delight, always keeping me on the edge of my seat anytime they are fighting, because there's literally no limit to what they can do or the abilities they possess. It's as if they unlock new abilities in each battle. This makes the fight incredibly more engaging. I've not seen anything like it before. It's like they have endless reservoir of abilities. None of them is confined to a specific ability, which is truly awesome if you ask me. Caspian and Steven's fight in episode 6 ending said it all. It felt like they were experimenting with various abilities to determine which one had the greatest impact, creating an incredibly intense showdown. Throughout this season, we were treated with numerous remarkable fights among the UIs, all of which were highly engaging. You literally wouldn't want them to end. Another aspect of this show that I find admirable is their ability to eliminate characters from the storyline storyline. We witnessed several important characters' deaths this season, even some I thought would survive, only to have them unexpectedly meet their demise. This ability to eliminate characters when necessary is praiseworthy, because why do I feel like some shows be milking characters? The character development in this season was truly outstanding. Both the old and the new characters received an improved writing, each with a rich, well-defined story arc that unfolded in unique ways. There was no sense of rush in any character's development. The new characters introduced had different motivations to their actions, and their individual stories were skillfully executed, making each one unique in their own way. The writers made sure all the characters had depth and meaning in the show's narrative. It's like each character's story arc were in a continuous competition to outdo the others, and it was incredibly compelling. This dynamic for me made the entire show to be more engaging and utterly fantastic. Is it Joe Cooper's story arc, or Olivia and Fahad's, or Yahya's, or is it Caspian and Maddie, or Chanda and his crew's journey, or Steven, Renee and Pope's story dynamic, or Ellen and Peter Waxman, or even the government officials and their shenanigans? Gosh, looking back, I'm truly impressed with this season. We got a lot of amazing moments. However, there were characters whose story I was eager to follow but were unexpectedly cut short, such as Kerry's character and this Maddie's neighbor from season 1. I appreciated Kerry's role in this season. He played a crucial role in helping Caspian to make progress in his mission. Initially, I had expected his character would continue to have more significant impact in the remaining episodes. I was surprised to see that he was just left out. I feel like he would have been included among the new uploads in episode 7 or something of that sort. Regarding the neighbor from season 1, I've always felt it was suspicious because looking back in season 1, he actually appeared invested in what they were doing. Now in season 2, he reappeared and continued to act strangely. He gave me the creep vibes, closing in on Maddie like that. I was like, who in their right senses attacks teenagers that way? And showing up where kids are with guns.
Dude, what are you here to do? You gonna shoot a bunch of kids?
Bro was the creep. Maddie is not your problem. You're fighting the wrong person here if you ask me. Considering back in season 1, it wasn't only Maddie that you saw outside. So why single her out and attack her this time? Really weird. The growth of Caspian and Maddie's character was truly remarkable. They developed a deeper love and understanding of each other. They were willing to correct and respect each other when necessary, which really evolved them into a formidable team. And the teamwork they executed is unmatched. There was this touching moment when Caspian sought Maddie's permission to proceed with the decision of bringing David back or not. It was a scene that highlighted Caspian's need to involve Maddie in making some important decisions. This not only showed that Maddie could trust Caspian, but also reinforced the depth of their relationship. On a personal note, I'm glad they found love because they are literally perfect for each other. Ellen's role this season was a very pivotal one. She was really fighting the battle in her own ways, going for interviews and court hearings. Above all, I liked that her relationship with Maddie became more matured and they were able to grow to trust and respect each other. Joey Coupe is a character I've always been curious about, considering she was just merely introduced in season 1. Okay, I found her family dynamic interesting. I appreciated how her story was portrayed and her reasons for choosing to upload were valid. However, one aspect of Miss Coupe's character that didn't sit well with me was her rudeness. Given her predicaments concerning the flaw and the fact that the government that put her in that position lied to her about being the first American UI, I found it perplexing that she couldn't appreciate someone that was willing to help remedy her flaw, albeit with the condition of protecting and fighting for other UIs, yet she remained rude. That was wild to me. I could understand her husband's outburst given that he was just learning about the flaw, but Miss Coupe's rudeness in my opinion was unacceptable. Steven Holstrum was the character I was most excited to meet in this season, especially after seeing him in the trailer. He proved to be a formidable antagonist, I will give him that. However, what left me somewhat perplexed were his motivations. The idea of him being envious of Caspian was the last thing I expected, which I found very amusing because, I mean, how can you be jealous of your own genetic code? It's expected for him to be as smart and even better than you, bro, because he's literally you and he was made to crack integrity. For me, it seemed like all his subsequent actions were driven by his desire to surpass Caspian and not more of his personal motivations. Even his fight with Caspian felt like a showcase of his intelligence, like he was trying to tell Caspian, I'm way better than you.
Sure you want to use that much power? You can see you're not fully integrated.
Bro, why was Steven being so petty? Putting that aside, Holstrum was undeniably a formidable antagonist, showcasing some top moments and delivering impressive fights. There are other noteworthy characters like Renee, Pope, Chanda, Yahya, Olivia and Fahad, who all had great impact in this season, but I intentionally left them out mainly because I didn't want this video to become overly lengthy. I'm not sure if you guys would want a long video yet, but rest assured these characters will have their moments in my upcoming videos. I really appreciate how season 2 managed to moderately contain all these story arcs and character dynamics within the span of just 6 episodes. This is another reason why I really adored the 40 minutes length of each episode, because it gave plenty room for character development. There was no need of any rush. At this point, any studio or producers seeking to adapt or create a new adult animation should take inspiration from the production of Pantheon. The quality and execution was nothing short of outstanding. Pantheon season 2 was a perfect sequel. I was genuinely impressed and also hoping that other viewers will have the opportunity to discover this hidden gem of a show called Pantheon. Pantheon's fan base is currently small and not widely known, so if we hope for a potential third season, we need to show out and support this show by watching it and telling people about it, you know. Such support is vital to keep the motivation alive for the show's producers, because considering the direction this season 2 is taking, it looks like it will require a larger budget if there's any hope for a third season. And let's face it guys, who would want to continue and invest in a show that no one watches? So I implore you to please give this show a chance. And what's even more compelling is that this show's quality speaks for itself. Plus, you can now stream the both season on Amazon Prime Australia and New Zealand. I'm just a fan of this show that doesn't want it gone for a petty reasons like low viewership. Like, that would be so embarrassing guys. If you made it to this level of the video, you are the real MVP. Please most importantly like this video, as it will help boost the video's reach, which can result to more people discovering Pantheon. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel as well. I have tons of videos concerning Pantheon that I want to share with you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm out of here.